Hi everyone, Wendy here. Today I am going to do my June page for June page for Nina, for the Nina Ribina's Art Journal Prompts and More Facebook group. And Nina's prompt for this month is repeat after me, or repeat it. And for the first week she done the dot paintings, you know, like the mandala, and done it in a dot form. But just recent, and I'm running a little bit behind, I haven't even tried the mandala. I don't know, there's just something about there's something about that word with me that I don't know, just makes me shy away from dot paintings. Anyway, I most probably will try it because, you know, I have never done it before, and if you don't try it you don't know if you like it, like Nina says. But I just haven't forced myself to try it yet. But just recently she put out another video on the Retiform technique, and oh my goodness, Nina, what have you done? Like, it was just wonderful. I had a practice with it, and I done a couple of card fronts, and the Retiform means like net or grid-like, so you've got like the shading around the outsides, and then like a pattern that's kind of repeated in those shapes. But oh, this is just so cool. I just really enjoyed it. So I thought this is what I'm going to base my June calendar page on. This one here I haven't shown, but I actually seen another lady in the group do these like rays. She had like a circle up there, but that is so cool. They just turned out so cool, and I really liked it. And it was such an easy technique that I thought, okay, that's what I'm going to do on my focal image. So I've got my calendar for June, and that Retiform technique is going to be done up there. And if I do get round to it, I'd like to try one of those dot mandalas and maybe stick that on the Retiform base and have the mandala for the focal image. But I haven't got there yet with that dot painting. So today I'm going to just do things a little bit different. I'm going to do the background first, and I just thought with this background I'm just going to use some of my little bits of old text papers that I've ripped up, and I'm just going to put that all around for my background and try and make it in like grid form, like the Retiform technique. So that's what I'm going to do now. Just put some glue down and just paste all these little bits of text paper down. And then maybe put a bit of colour on them and use my Stabilo just to bring out the joins. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway. Okay, so I'll speed this up so you don't have to sit here and be totally bored while I'm gluing this down, and then I'll bring you back to normal time. Alright, so I've got a layer of my text paper on, and I'm just making sure, yep, heaps, I've got enough down there. So I'm just going to do the same with the bottom page that holds my calendar. Oops. I want more with the writing on it. Okay, got all those down, and I'm pretty sure that's enough to hold my June calendar. So I really need this to dry. I'll just go over and give it just another quick coat over everything, just to make sure I've got it stuck down completely, or stuck down properly, maybe in the join there, and just down over here, and then I'll just let it dry. And while that's drying, I've got a dog barking next door. Okay, she's trying to keep the dog quiet next door, but I don't think she's succeeding. Okay, so while this is drying, I shall just put that over there, because I am going to put a bit of colour on this and bring out the joins more in it. So I'll just put that over there to the side of me. Now I have my piece of cardboard for my image up the top, and I forgot what I was going to say then. I'm still forgetting. Okay, I'm thinking maybe in the vintage colours. I like that, and I like all the styles. I'll just bring this back here. I'm just trying to think of, what was the last colour I did? It was like a pinky red, so I won't use that one. But this one here looks pretty cool. But I also like the purple as well. So I'm thinking maybe purple with June. It's kind of like a cool colour, isn't it? As in cool cold, because June here it's cold in Australia. Alright, so I'm going to use this as my inspiration because I've already done it, but I'll just put that up there in front of me, and I'll bring you in a bit more and grab my Distress ink in the purple. It's red and green, must be on this side, orange, there it is. I'll use the Distress ink, which is wilted, is that wilted violet? I thought it was wild violet. Okay, wilted violet. And I'm just going to more or less freehand this. I'm not going to draw any lines or anything like that. You do need another piece of cardboard to act as your edger, to act as the edge, and I might just rip this one in half. So if I need another piece I can. And the whole idea of this technique is to make kind of like a grid pattern or a net pattern on your page. So I'm going to just start, and I've kind of like mapped out a triangle there. I'll leave Nina's link to her video as well down below in my description, so you can go and watch Nina's, because I think she explains it a little bit better than me and does it a bit better. She has got the blending tools. I don't have the blending tools. I'm using what I have, and I've just got some sponge that I've just cut up, and I'm just going down along this line to darken the edge for the triangle. And then when I know I've wiped most of that off, I'm just going to go around the outside edge and just put a little bit more colour on it, and then I do the same on the inside. I just give it a bit of a rub. Okay, so that's the first edge for my background. Wow, that looks blue out of the light, but it is purple. Okay, and from there I'm going to bring another one down here, and I'm going to go and make this side edge dark, along that line. And then just do a light inking around the bottom edge here of my card. And then also, I know Nina done both sides, but I'm just going to lightly go up that side there, just so that I get that nice crisp edge along that side. So I've really only got it dark on one side of my pattern, where I think Nina done it dark on both sides. Oh, I'm not sure now. And then I'll just rub a bit of ink into the centre, because I'm going to keep mine all the one colour, which is purple. Okay, and from there I might bring another triangle down that way. So I just put my card down, and I'm using that point there as a marker, because like I said, I haven't marked any of my lines. I'm just doing it as I go along. Oh, no, that was already there, wasn't it? And it's just a case of going over and over until you get that nice dark looking edge. So whether you do it in circles or just in going up and down straight, it's really up to you. See, that looks a bit wonky there, but that's okay. And let's put a nice big one there. I think the whole point of it is to keep the edges that you do nice and crisp looking, if that makes sense to you. And then I go over this a bit. Oops. You've got to remember to hold that paper underneath you too. So that's what it looks like so far. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Okay, now, and it doesn't really necessarily have to be triangles, I don't think. You can really do whatever you feel like. I do think this edge here needs to be just a little bit darker, So I'm just going to come in and put a little bit more ink down there. That's a bit better. Okay, now I'm going to put another line down here. And then just put a little sponge, light sponging in there. Okay, now let's bring this one down here. And let me see, do I want to leave that one just as it is? I think I do. So with that one, I do want, I'm going to put an edge on it round here, and then lightly up this side too, I think. And maybe a bit darker on this edge here. Alright, so that's my background. That's my, well, so far, that's my Retiform background. So all I'm going to do now is grab some stamps. I have some stamps here. Now, this stamp set is so old. I have got some mixed flowers, and I think I might use, let me think, I might use, oh come on, open up. Am I opening it the right way? Yep. Alright, so I'm going to use this little flower, and I've got a little, like a little rose petal flower, and just another, and I think I might use that one too. That's a nice little contrasting flower to the bigger one. Okay, and what we do now is grab a little stamping block. Why am I having trouble finding everything today? Yeah, I've got a little stamping block, that'll do me. Have I got paint all over me? Oh dear, I have to brush myself off. It's not paint, it's just flecks. Okay, so I'm going to use the big flower first, and I'm just going to ink up with the purple. I didn't worry about changing my colours with the stamping. I just used the same colours, and I really like that look. It looks pretty cool. So that's what I'm going to do. Now with the stamping, I've got glue on my fingers. Settle. Okay. With the stamping, it's a good idea to cover up the sides, just so that you can keep the image in the one shape that you've got. So I've covered up that side there and that side there, and I'm going to stamp right down here in the corner, and you'll see in a minute why. And put some more on that. Let's put one there and another one over here. Now I might change that and put it over that side, and bring another flower down there, and another one about there. Okay, oh, I could have put a bit more ink on that. So that's how you do your stamping, so it just stays in that one shape. And I am going to repeat that stamp again. So I might repeat it on this one here, on this shape down here in this corner. Just a little bit there, I think. Okay. Oh, see, now look, I did do a boo-boo. I moved the thing and got a little bit of a line there, but that's okay. It's all trial and error, isn't it? I moved the bit of cardboard off the direct line, and I'm not going to worry about it that much, because if I go and try and go over it now, I'm just going to most probably get a double image with my stamping, and I really don't want that. So this one here, I'm going to put the flowers in this corner, and I've just got another line from one of the other shapes, so I'm just going to put those two there, and I'm going to hold them tight this time so they don't wobble. Okay, so we've got that one, that one, and that one there. Let's see how that one is. Oh, much better. See, where you do your stamping, you've got to make sure you get it right up to the line, so it looks like it's underneath that part there. Okay, now the next stamp is, I might use the little flower one. Make sure that's the right flower one. Yep, that'll do. And I might use it on this one here. So I'll put that one there, and that one there, and stamp my little flower in here. The first lot with that one, and I might do another one over here, so I'll just mask off this triangle shape. Old, I think this was like the first stamp set I ever purchased when I started doing mixed media, and I very rarely use them now, and I used to use them so much. Okay, and I think the other one I shall put in this shape just there. My hand in the road. Seem to be all thumbs today. Oh dear. Okay, and that one there. Maybe just a little edge there. Okay, so that's that one. And just for these other two, I'm just going to bring in the little, it's like a little rosebud kind of stamp. Make sure it's the right one. Yeah. And mask off this end one. Okay, so we've got that on there, and the last one is this one here. So I'll mask off two edges and do down in this little corner part first, and then just move this one over to this side, so that's down there, and I'll put one there, I've got some extra marks on that from my block, but that's okay. It's fine. And the last one up in that corner there. So one just there. Okay, so that's my background using the Retiform technique. It looks so cool. All bar this little white line there that I kind of like ballsed up, but hey, I can live with that. Can you? I can. Oh dear. And I'll just put my little stamps back in here. Alright, and bring back my page, my book, which is just about dry. So that's going to go up there. I'll just bring you out a little bit. I'm having a sip of my coffee. So that'll go up there and that will go there. And I'm thinking the background, I might use some of my gelatos, I think. Okay, I found my gelatos. They were right beside me. It's because I've put them all in a box now, and I'm so used to just going for the big pull-out wooden box. So I'm thinking that I might bring in some blue for the background underneath the purple. So I've got 1, 2, 3, a bluey green, that'll do. I've got 3 different coloured gelatos. I have the metallic blueberry, snow cone and cotton candy. So I'll take those off and go around and put some of these colours on here just to colour a bit of the background. And I'm just going to put them all on at once and then just use a baby wipe to activate them. So just a nice scribble on there. And this one, which is the metallic one. It's a nice shimmery one, this one. And they can all just mix in together when I do activate it. Okay, that's heaps. That's way too much on there, but I was having fun just scribbling it on there. Okay, so I've grabbed a baby wipe, and I'm not going to put the baby wipe straight onto the gelato. I'm just going to damp my finger with it and give this all a nice push in, just a blend with my finger. It blends nicely when I've used the baby wipe, just to put a bit of moisture on there. So that looks pretty cool. It doesn't look like there's any colour up there, but believe me, there is. It's just the lighter. I might actually put some more of that one up there, just up in the corner. There we go. Okay, so let me see. So that's going to look pretty cool. I can't believe it doesn't up in this corner here. Like, I can see all blue here, but I think it's reflecting off my light. Oh, there we go, look. It's the light, the reflection from the light. So that's going to go there and that's going to go there. Now, just to make it a bit more grid-like, I think I might actually grab a darker blue. Let me see. Yep. Okay, so this one's a darker, and it is the blueberry, just the flat blueberry, not the metallic one. And I'm just going to run this over just some of the joins of the text pages, the pieces of text pages below. Let's see how that goes, because if I don't like it I can just paint over it. Oops. Yeah, that's a bit better. That's making it a little bit more grid-like, net-like, isn't it? Just having that there. Okay, that does look pretty cool like that, so I'm going to do that with the bottom down here as well. And I've got that for there, so you're not going to see much of that black background anyway. But I do still want to bring in a little bit of black. So I'm going to grab my black Stabilo All, and I'm going to put a scribble around the outsides. Okay, so that looks pretty cool. I like that. But I'm also thinking, I know you're not going to see much of the background, but I'm also going to just bring in a few little black lines on top of that dark blue as well, just here. Now, I'm just going to glue my June calendar on for 2019 using my double-sided tape. Now, before I go any further, I just got to grab a baby wipe and wipe my hands, because the gelato seam, it's coming off onto my bottom part of my calendar, and I don't really want that. So I'll just give those a quick wipe. I've still got ink on my fingers. I've got gelatos. It's so much fun. Okay, so this is going to go straight on there. I might actually put just a little bit of wet glue on there so I know it's going to stay. In the center, about there. That looks so cool. And my top one, before I glue that down, I'm actually going to just go around the edge and just give it a border with my black Posca pen. So I've got a border around that, and I think I want it up that way on my page. I just haven't decided I haven't decided whether I really want a focal image on that or not. Okay, so I'm going to put that straight down with just the double-sided tape this month. There, my calendar, oh, dropped my scissors. My calendar is getting quite bulky. So this one can just go flat on the page. This Nina's technique that she come up with for this week in June, the Retiform, oh, it's just fabulous. I really am enjoying the run out of tape. I really am enjoying the techniques that Nina is coming up with. Thank you so very much, Nina. Really enjoying it, and I'm really having fun making this calendar for next year. So I hope to, when it's finished, to go and get it photocopied at our copy shop, at our print shop, and see how it turns out once it's photocopied. Okay, so I have my Retiform card, and I just think I need to stand up to see if that's going to be straight, and I forgot to put a bit of wet glue on the bottom, so I'll do that now. Come on, you got enough in there just to get this down for me. There we go. Okay, so that's going to go straight onto there. Whoops, crooked. Alright, that looks straight enough. There we go. Wonderful. I'll just give that a press down. Now, for the time being, I think I am just going to leave that as is. I could grab one of my words. Let's see if I could intuitively go in here and pick a word. Close my eyes, and I need a thin one. I know I've got some that I haven't cut up yet. Let's see, intuitive, I've got my eyes closed. What's this word? Awesomeness. Let your soul fly free. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut let your soul fly free. I won't use the awesomeness, I'll use the little saying under there. And all I'm going to do is cut that out and just stick it on my page. And just put that right there in the corner. Let your soul fly free. On a little bit of puffy tape after I just got through saying that my book's getting two-dimensional. Okay, so I'm actually going to just leave that like that because I really love this technique, and I'm just thinking if I put another image on the top of it, like one of the dot mandalas, that it's just going to take away from that awesome Retiform technique. So I'm just going to leave that as is. And see, I've talked myself out of doing one of those dot mandalas too now because I don't want to put it on here. Okay, so that's my June page. I really like that. That turned out so cool, and I really like that technique that Nina showed us. And I'll just bring in my other little cards that I done using it. There's the red one, the butterflies, and that one, the green, and that. Maybe that green would have looked good on there too, but I really wanted to try out a larger style of this purple, because I end up sending these cards away to people, but now I've got my own one there. So okay, thanks everyone, hope you enjoyed, and please go and check out Nina's link. She explains the technique a lot better than what I do. Okay, you all have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye. Look, halfway through the year, June already. And that's nearly over. So this is next year's, but I mean this year. It's June and it's nearly over. Okay, I'm waffling. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.